One of the biggest mistakes I see customers make is completely abstaining from carbohydrates in the intra-workout window. And I've been there. I've made the mistake. If you spend enough time online in the exercise, nutrition, fitness world, it's easy to convince yourself that there might be transient hormonal benefits to training fasted or without carbohydrate, or maybe you might think there's body composition benefits. There's not, by the way, if calories are equated. But maybe the most compelling reason for me is when I reintroduced carbohydrate in my workout, it was like a night and day difference. Like a switch flipped and my total reps, total volume went up. I recovered better. I felt like I built more muscle. You also experience less subjective fatigue while you're working out. And we have good data to this effect. One of my favorite studies is they took two groups of cyclists and they gave them a mouthwash rinse. They weren't even swallowing the beverage. They were just rinsing their mouth out, spitting it out. One group got placebo and one group got a glucose solution. The group that got the actual carbohydrate solution and spit it out still had greater workload, greater time to exhaustion, more volume overall. And the effect gets more pronounced when you actually ingest the carbohydrate. Who would have thought? Subjects will self-select into higher volume training routines when they ingest carbohydrate during the workout. And the effect, again, gets more pronounced if the workout is longer or harder. There's obviously some great endurance studies to this effect. It stands to reason that if you're going to go run in some sort of marathon where you're moving around for several hours, your body can literally run out of fuel. So it makes sense to supplement with carbohydrate. But we're starting to see better and better evidence in the resistance training world. And like most things, we can look at the bodybuilding world. They were there early and they got there through trial and error. Some of the best bodybuilders on the planet are consuming 50, 75, 100 grams of carbohydrate during their workout as an intra-workout beverage. And they don't do that because they don't want to win, right? They've somehow figured out that this allows them to perform more sets, more reps. And one of the best proxies we have for hypertrophy is total volume lifted. The people that do more total volume often have larger contractile tissue. Something like 5 years ago, consumers started over-indexing on free-form amino acid supplements. Remember, simple physiology here. The body does not want to make energy out of amino acids. They're structural nutrients. They are repair nutrients. They are not nutrients that are energetic. So simply ingesting an amino acid beverage does not have the same effect on work output or time to exhaustion that carbohydrates do. Don't fall for this trap. Don't meme yourself into thinking that if you just fast a little harder and longer, or just go a little bit lower on carbohydrate, you're somehow going to get better outcomes. They're actually worse, I think. And you can run this experiment pretty easily yourself by simply trying a product like this and measuring your subjective and objective measures of do the weights go up? Do you beat the logbook? Do you progress? And also, how do you feel? You will self-select into higher training volume, which typically gets you better results, and you will recover better by not neglecting this crucial nutrient timing opportunity.